One of my favorite phones of the year is the Galaxy S24 Plus. It has a great size, a fantastic screen, great battery life, and most of the bells and whistles of the S24 Ultra, minus the S Pen, of course. After using it for about 9 months now, time really does fly, and many things happened since then. I even consider the S24 Plus to be one of the best phones of 2024. But I'm not going to beat around the bush. The S24 Plus is near perfect but disappoints in one big aspect: the cameras. Yes, the cameras on the S24 Plus is my only issue. I also need to mention that the S24 Plus that I have here is using the Exynos 2400 chipset, and I still think that this is a very good and competitive chipset. Now, before we begin, you should subscribe to our channel because that will enable us to make more conversational and opinionated content like this. And you deserve to know what's wrong with the S24 Plus. So, the S24 Plus is still one of the best looking phones of the year. It has a very minimalist design, the frame is 90 degrees with the back and the front, and has rounded corners, making it very comfortable to hold in the hands. I actually prefer this more than the S24 Ultra. And if you haven't already realized, the S24 Ultra's frame is also curved outwards. I'm not sure how to portray this, but you can see this illustration here. If we just take a look at the S24 Plus straight on, this phone is just beautiful. Samsung did upgrade the screen this generation, measuring at 6.7 inch with a super high resolution of 3120 by 1440 pixels, the same resolution as the S24 Ultra. The colors and brightness are the same as what we've talked about early this year. There was a controversy surrounding the color vividness, but that has been resolved since Samsung introduced the new vividness color slider. Honestly speaking, I eventually realized that the old Samsung phones were way too vivid, and now I only use it at vividness level 2. The bezels are supremely thin and equal across all sides. Not that I really care, I'm just pointing it out here. And the selfie camera cutout is also very tiny. I even got a tempered glass screen protector as well, and because the frame and the screen are at 90 degrees, the screen protector with those curvature at the edge actually blends in very well. It just looks very sleek to hold and touch. Some of you might say that the Exynos 2400 is an even bigger downside than the cameras, but I disagree. I know some of you are traumatized by Exynos in the past, but time and time again we are seeing the Exynos 2400 performing really well in day-to-day operation and also battery life. I'm using the S24 Plus with the battery charge limited to 80%, and it still managed to get me throughout the day without any issues. I eventually even turned on light performance mode permanently, just because I don't need all of the performance that the Exynos 2400 provides. When I'm playing a game on the phone, it even automatically disables the light performance mode and goes back to full performance mode. Now, the Exynos 2400 is surprisingly holding up well 9 months after its launch. We did a recent gaming test video for Genshin Impact version 5.0, and we also included both the S24 Ultra and the S24 Plus, which you can watch at the top right corner there. Because Genshin Impact had a graphical quality upgrade sometime before version 4.8, the performance of all chipsets are affected. Surprisingly, the S24 Ultra and the S24 Plus ran at about the same frame rate when they are thermal throttling. Yes, I have to redo that test again because the Exynos 2400 was on par with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 when they both thermal throttled, which is amazing. Some people also complain about the Exynos modem too, and I do have a SIM card in the S24 Plus. I even used this phone as my main internet phone during Computex 2024, and that also worked out reliably. Honestly, I just don't see a problem with the S24 Plus powered by the Exynos 2400. But I am still using the S24 Ultra as my daily driver because of one main reason that we mentioned at the beginning of this video: the cameras. Now, having triple lenses here is great. We have all of the flexibility that we could ask for since it can do ultra wide and also optical zoom as well. However, the sensors are just very outdated. Now, I do believe that software can do a lot of magic here, but I also believe that there's only so much magic that we can do before the sensors start to hit its limit. In isolation though, the pictures taken by the S24 Plus is actually very good, but when we compare it with the S24 Ultra, yeah, the quality gap is very apparent. One issue that I found out about the S24 Plus that is consistent even to this day is the white balance. It's just not that good. Certain scenes just appear to be very blue even though it should be a bit more warmer, as in yellower tones. And let's not forget that the S24 Plus can't do far zooms. Because of the cameras of the S24 Plus, I can't actually use it as my main phone. And it's the reason why I still have to carry the S24 Ultra with me even though I have the Z Fold 6 as well. And speaking of the Z Fold 6, if I'm not wrong, it also has the exact same cameras as the S24 Plus. So yeah, the camera quality isn't that good on the Z Fold 6 as well. What I'd like to see Samsung do with the S25 next year is to, well, obviously upgrade the cameras. I don't really care if Samsung retains the same design. This design works and I don't see a reason to redesign it just for the sake of having a new design. The chipset, well, that is also something that I don't really care much about, since the performance, I'm not really gonna utilize it that much if I'm not gaming, which I don't usually do it on my phones. If it doesn't lag or excessively heat up while I'm browsing the web or using Google Maps, then I'm fine. I'm more worried about the efficiency, since these modern chipsets they're gonna push for more performance. As you might have seen, the leaks of the upcoming S25 series says that all of them are going to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 worldwide. And this chipset seems to be a downgrade to ARM v8 in pursuit of performance for their Orion cores that were designed for laptops. Either way, leaks are leaks and we'll test out the real thing when it comes out. As of now, Samsung's highest priority, I think, is to upgrade the cameras on the S25 series and also the Z Fold 7 for that matter. And that's all that we have to share with you here today. Do like and subscribe, as that will help us out a lot. Let me know down in the comment section below. What do you like and dislike about the S24 Plus? I know many people are going to say that the Exynos 2400 is an issue, but we know that it is not. Yet, I'm still curious to know what you think. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.